sleepy as fuck. We should just.
Yo, the cheap seats.
Yeah.
And I know it's been some weeks. We've had some personal stuff we had to take care of, some regular time jobs, some things that needed to be dealt with, but we are back.
We back. Mike, I ain't seen you it feel like I ain't seen you in a month, bro.
It's been some weeks because, you've been handling shit. I've been handling shit. And Thursday show's been you and Jay.
Yeah. Them open mics on a 3-week vacation. It's kind of the doldrums right now, but we picking up, right? We about to pick it up.
Oh, yeah. You got all these things coming, the tournament's almost done. The draft is coming up.
Final
NBA
four.
playoffs are coming up. It's all about to start kicking back up again.
Yeah,
baseball did start, but
we got it. Let's go, Phillies and Guardians in the championship this year, Mike. Let's do it. We almost got there last year. Let's go.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna see what happens. I don't know.
The
Indians are looking a little rough, but we'll see.
Hey, it just started. But then your Cavs about to. I think y'all. It's like 8 games left, and y'all got that shit locked up. That number 1 seed, y'all got it.
Well, we got 60 wins. Yeah, they're doing their thing. The Cavs are definitely doing their thing. And Evan Mobley better win Defensive Player of the Year because all that bullshit, ridiculous.
Hell yeah.
We got Jesus in here. What's up, Jesus? He says Vikes want to be in the Rogers soap opera. Oh dear, I just named JJ as number 1. Listen, Vikes want that Rogers because I don't think they want to throw JJ out there right now.
He ain't played. He ain't played at all.
He ain't played yet. He coming off that injury. I think they still want to give somebody to go out there and play some games and let JJ kind of work his way in a little bit more. But hey, Flacco, I take Flacco out there instead of Aaron. But
I would too.
I would love Rodgers to go to the Vikings. That'd be like the Brett Favre thing all over again. He just did that whole thing.
God. Right. Mike, me and Jay was talking about that shit last week. I'm so tired of Aaron Rodgers, bro. I'm done talking. Now we got to talk this. I feel like he did this shit on purpose. The only thing we're going to talk about to the draft is Aaron Rodgers. And he might not, even if he goes to Minnesota, Mike, he might not even have a good as a career as Brett Favre did. Brett Favre rode out with them Vikes in the playoffs. He rode out.
No, yeah, he went to the NFC Championship game. It was literally right there.
Right. I don't even think Aaron can get to the playoffs. Shit.
Well, I don't know. If Sam Darnold can do what he did, I think Rodgers can do I think Rodgers can do it.
You mean Sam Bradford? I mean Sam Darnold. Jesus blowing up the chat.
Yeah, see, look, I don't even think about Rodgers at all, really. I just see here and there, more or less. Yeah. I've been doing the tournament thing because, I've been, for the last couple of weeks, I lost a couple games in the first round, but, dude, since then, I was 99%. Up until last night, I was 99.6% in my bracket until Michigan State lost last night.
Damn.
I thought they were going to come back with the upset because, I was like, damn. But I have every other
Michigan
team
State lost
in the finals. We'll see what happens.
Looks like Duke. I got Duke winning that shit. So it's the Final Four, Mike, going down to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, look, I got in the bracket that I'm doing good in that me and Jay did on the show. I have Florida winning it, but I feel like Duke can do it. I feel like either one can really do it. But after seeing Florida the other day come back and do that 18-4 run to come back and win that game, that shit was crazy. Now Duke is good. You got Proctor, you got Flag. That team is good.
Is Duke good? Hey, Duke's good.
Like, they're a good squad.
Yeah, that team good. They nice. They nice, man. They got a solid team. Yeah, it's a solid team, man. What it is there's no superstars on there, but they got a solid team.
Well, Flag's a superstar, but he doesn't act like it.
Yeah. To me, be a horror, man. Like Aaron Rodgers, like I said, I think I think the Steelers are finally passing on Rodgers. That's a good thing for them. Every team should let him ride out, man. Let him ride out. But it would be fun to see him in Minnesota with them weapons, though, Mike. That would be fun.
That's what I'm saying. He's got all sorts of shit out there, Adson, the Jet, Hawkinson, Aaron Jones. I mean, it's a nice setup if you went out there. UConn doesn't blow Duke away.
Yeah, for sure.
They can't blow Duke away. I mean, Florida just took down UConn. Was it Florida or was it somebody else?
Nah, I got Duke. I got Duke beaten. I think it was Florida.
Tell you, UConn's team's a good team, but Duke's team's got. Tell you, there's nobody on UConn that can mess with Flag or Proctor. UConn doesn't have players that can step up to them.
Nah, not one-on-one.
No, not
right, not one-on-one. You got to man up in the Final Four, and in the last couple, yeah.
But no,
hell yeah.
Yeah, you talking about who won the championship last year? I mean, yeah, that was a good squad. Don't get me wrong, but I'm talking about I still think Duke would be the better team. But again, we'll never see. I wish UConn would have did their thing more, but I mean, I had them losing when they lost. My whole thing was I was wrong. I had St. John's going further than what they did, and that's what screwed me. Like if they would have beat Arkansas and then went on and did what they did, my shit would still be at 99%. But
I thought St. John was gonna make a run, but I was shocked by that too.
Well, yeah, him and Calipari went at it, and Calipari made his little run and then lost. But hey, it's all right though. The tournament turned out to be some good games. I have some squares. I hit some squares in it. That was good and won some money. But hey, I mean, it was an all right tournament. It wasn't crazy bad, but I mean,
Mike out here getting that money in the bracket. Let's go.
They are right though. That NIL has killed a lot of the mid-range teams now because you got the bigger squads buying up players, and it's just you're not going to see a lot of the Cinderellas that we saw before, Chicago Loyola or Florida Gulf Coast, George Mason's teams like that. You're probably not going to see a lot of those teams do that anymore. Now, Scully, what are the Eagles going to do? Draft a running back?
Right. Jesus is asking, is the Eagles going to draft? I don't think we're going to draft a running back. I think we got some holes to fill on the defensive end. So I don't see a running back in the card. So I think we go on defense. I don't think we going running back. I think we going straight defenders. We lost a lot of defenders, so I feel like the Eagles going to go ahead and draft some defensive guys.
Are you going in and out? I don't know if it's me or it's you or what. But
I know I'm in and out right now. Hold on, let me jump out, come back in.
Yeah, do your thing. Yeah, I think a running back late for him, later round running back would probably be good for him. But yeah, they don't need none of that. First 3 rounds. Maybe in the third day of the draft. Mullins. But see again, Jesus. They need to get themselves more defense now. Sweat's gone. They lost some key defenders. They need to bring in Milt Williams. And this draft is huge on defense. Huge. And I think they can get some real key guys. I mean, they need some secondary help. Gardner's gone. Slay's gone. I think the Eagles will benefit big time in this defensive draft. And I know what you're saying, late round running backs. I get that. And that's why I said day 3. Day 3. I'm not picking a running back in the first 4 rounds. 5, 6, 7, yes. Running back for the Eagles. First 4 rounds, defense. Keep defense, offensive line. And that way you keep that offensive line being healthy and built. And then you add more to that Super Bowl tending defense, that defense that just showed you. They definitely are. There's some great running backs in this class that are going to fall to day 3. They're going to be in that 5th round, that 6th round. And they don't need to be star-studded. They don't need to be guys that'll burn 1,000 yards a year. They just need to be that dude that'll be like a Samaje Perine type things. Go out there, 3rd down back, catch the ball, get yards when need to be, score some touchdowns, stuff like that. That's what they would need. Let Saquon be the workhorse. Bring in a guy that'll fill in a hole here or there and be like, all right, cool. Go out, get that 1st down, get a check down pass, take it for some yards, stuff like that. Yes, there are some great quality day 3 running backs. You're absolutely correct. There always has been. Let's see if he comes back better. You good?
Let's see. It's Monday. It's Monday, Mike. You know how that Monday internet is shitty as fuck.
What's going on, Matt?
What was you saying about the Eagles drafting the running back? You think they will?
Nah, day 3.
Matt, what up, Matt?
6th, 7th round, maybe 5th round. I could see that, but first 4 rounds, all defense, offensive line. Maybe some backup receiver here.
Yeah. Speaking of that, Mike, they out here trying to ban the tush push again. Here we go with the hating ass banning on the tush push, man. So they back on the committee trying to ban the tush push, something that the Eagles use and the Bills, not just the Eagles. You got to think, Josh Allen, he used it a lot. Like, come on, man. At the end of the day, they ban the tush between the Hurts and Josh Allen. If they don't get pushed from the back, they're not going to get that yard. Come on, man. That's silly, bro. Come on. Stop it, Saints.
I think it's crazy that, because on the defense, you're not allowed to push a defensive lineman, which to me makes no sense. Like, why can't you?
Right.
What does that do wrong? Like, if you a linebacker, and I'm talking about even when you're blocking a field goal, you can't push the lineman. You can't even touch the lineman. I just don't. I don't get that. That's a bad thing for the defense.
Why not?
But.
Yeah. I mean, it's goofy. I get it, but it's a yard. But we'll see what happens, man. At the end of the day, it just need to leave shit the way it is. It's just play ball, man. Let the defense push. It's football, man. You can't push somebody.
Yeah, I don't understand any of it. I don't understand any of it. Look, Scott says I've had every Elite 8 team left in my brackets, and all 4 1 season. The Final Four was the year of chalk. Hell yeah! Look, I was 6 points away from having the exact Final Four. I had all the Elite 8.
Yeah.
I was 6 points away from Michigan State, or 7 points away from Michigan State doing their thing and me having it right. Because I thought Izzo was going to be able to bring those boys together and push for a Final Four.
Yeah, I knew this was going to be the big colleges, and the big colleges were going to step up again this year. I had a feeling.
Man, oh man, but shit. So you got Houston and Duke, Florida and Auburn. That's some good ass games coming Saturday. Some good ass
Auburn.
games.
Yeah. That's some. Yeah, that Auburn game gonna be nice for sure, Mike. That's gonna be a nice one.
That's got 2 points away from cash and 1,500.
Damn, Scott almost got that big ticket.
Oh yeah, that would have been real nice. Real nice. Getting that huge ticket.
Yeah. That big ticket. Now, Mike, you ready? You ready for this playoffs? This NBA playoffs. I know you revving up for this playoffs. You ready? You ready to make this run, dog? We ready.
I'm waiting for the regular season to get over with so we know who's playing who, where's what, and what's going on, and then could really wrap my head around it some more, but just trying to let it all pan out until then.
Yeah. Got a couple more weeks left. Lakers climbing up. Everybody else seems to be falling. The are getting hot.
Damn, I don't know what it is.
So,
man.
yeah, the playoffs are going to be interesting, Mike, for sure.
I don't know why you keep going in and out, though. You like freezing. Yeah, the Celtics are getting hot as hell. They're starting to put in work. I mean, this is the time of the year they're supposed to be doing that now. Supposed to start heating up. Everybody's starting to come together and do their thing. And oh, there goes Scully again. I don't know where he went, but yeah, the Celtics are definitely getting hot. I think the NBA playoffs are going to be great to watch. It's going to be a good time. Jesus Fields does fit the Jets. I love Fields on the Jets. Him and Garrett Wilson have that rapport already. I think he'll be good. Good there with all them options. Breece Hall, Braden Allen. I don't know who they're going to get for the other wide receiver.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Yeah, they do need another wide receiver for sure. They definitely need another wide receiver. Scott said the champs are here. Let's go. Celtics is going to run it back, he said.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, they definitely can. I think it's going to be them and the Cavs fighting to get into the finals. And
they can.
I don't know. On the other side, it's the West is crazy over there. I mean, you got the Lakers, the Warriors, the Nuggets.
Yeah,
the West is crazy.
Yeah. Nuggets, right.
OKC. Yeah.
Yeah. I got the Lakers and the Cavs in the final game 7. Lakers. Cavs. Somebody got to make the last shot, Mike. Game 7, Lakers, Cavs in the finals.
I didn't really hear what you said. Like you were in and out. I heard something about Lakers, Cavs last shot.
I'm out. Yeah, last shot of the game. Lakers, Cavs, game 7. Best out of 7.
Damn.
I'm about to jump out, bro. Let me try to use my phone.
All right.
Jesus Christ.
Hey, OKC and the Rockets, they are definitely viable teams that could jump up in that final spot. Young as hell, but they are definite teams that can do it. And you're going to see, I still think the Rockets need a good veteran piece down there to help them. But they could do it. It could happen. We're going to have to see. There's a lot of things heating up with the draft. Tennessee, are they taking Ward at 1? Are they trading down? What are they doing? Browns are playing around. Abdul Carter, are they trading down? Or Shador Sanders? What's going to happen there? Who's trading up? The Raiders, are they trying to trade up? The Jets, are they trying to trade up? The Saints are trying to move up. There's all sorts of teams trying to move pieces now. I think the first round is going to be very exciting because everybody's going to move around, even though it's a lot of defense. I think they take Cam Ward too. 100% do I believe they take Cam Ward. And then again, who knows what the Browns are going to do. I'm not sold on Abdul Carter, even though I got no problem with it. To me, Shador Sanders is all right. I'd rather trade down, gather some picks. I'd rather get Jackson Dart. To me, I like Jackson Dart. I think we can get him late first round, early second. If he comes that far, or if we got to draft him up there, I'm okay with that. I don't know. Yeah. You know, it's crazy to read into stuff like that. You know, the PR department for Tennessee being there and all that stuff. You know, Haslam and Andrew Berry went and saw Abdul Carter while Kevin Stefanski was with Dart. That's crazy as hell to me. I mean, does that mean they're leaning more? They really like Dart, so all right, they're cool. They like Carter. They probably gonna take Carter. Then they're gonna make moves to grab Dart too later on. Like, is that to me? That's how it looks to me. Like, that's what they're gonna end up doing. And I'm okay with that. Cool. Get Carter, throw him out there. The other side of Garrett, let them boys just wreak havoc. And then you got to get a quarterback. Jackson Dart, No matter how you do it, something's got to happen here. I don't want to go further in the draft. We'll do Will Howard. We this and that. No, listen, man. We need one of the three. Cam Ward's going to be off the board, so let's go Shador or Jackson. And I agree with you, Scott. He will be a wide receiver for the Patriots. I think he's going to be one of those guys that plays both ways. I think there's going to be times on certain drives or certain plays where you see him go out there and play corner. Why not? Go out there and lock a guy up for a drive or a big play, like a big play is about to happen and you need to lock this dude up. You put Travis out there and let him lock him up. I think he goes both ways sometimes, or he'll always be prepared to go both ways. I look at it. Always be prepared to go both ways. I think that's how they're going to view him. I think any team that drafts him, that's how they're going to view him. Yeah. And again, like I said, he'll probably play primary wide receiver, but I still think there'll be times where they throw him out there at corner. Bang, right out there at corner, put him out there just to lock a dude up for a third down play or something like that. Or it's fourth down and they can stop that drive, then it's over. That may be. I mean, because I'm not going to just limit him to just one thing. I wouldn't do that. The dude's too good on both sides of the ball. I'm definitely going to make sure he's prepared to play both sides. He probably could do that. He's going to do the whole Dion thing. He's going to be what Troy Brown did it. I could see him doing it all. I could see him doing it all. It'd be amazing. It'd be amazing to see. He's a generational talent. He's great. He is great. I can't see the Browns draft him. I definitely see the Patriots. The Giants, I don't know what they're going to do because if the two quarterbacks are gone, they'll probably take Travis. Or maybe they take Abdul and put him on the line. I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of things that could happen in that first round. It's going to be crazy. You good?
Yo, man, I don't know. Comcast outside. Fucking fire truck down the block. Like, I don't know what
damn.
It's Monday. Bro, I went upstairs and switched my internet or cut the shit off and on. Fire truck down the street, Comcast. I'm like, oh shit, it's cheap seat. What's going on out here on a Monday? We'll see, brother. We'll see. Now how we go. We got to roll with it.
That's right. Hey, you got to keep on moving.
Hell yeah. What y'all talking about? I see y'all talking about the draft, Travis Hunter and them.
Yeah, we're talking about Travis. Looking like he's going to be a Patriot, probably be a wide receiver. You go there. Cam Morris looks like he's sewed up and he's going to be the number one pick. Browns are still up in the air on what they're doing. But last I heard is you had Haslam and Andrew Berry at Abdul Carter's pro day, but Stefanski was at Jackson Dart's pro day in the same time. So Stefanski went and kicked it with Jackson. And I'm like, all right, I like that. So if we draft Abdul Carter at 2, trade back up or do some moves, get Jackson Dart, I'm cool with that. The Browns make that move.
Those are good moves right there. You've been calling it. Those are great moves, man. So I see Jackson Dart is the Bo Nix steal of the draft. So whoever get him,
that's the Bo Nix of the draft, the Jackson.
Yeah. Hell yeah. And he might. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Look, even though Will Howard had a shitty combine. Everybody said it was shitty. Throwing the receivers you don't know, all this and that. Thing is his pro day, the dude went 65 for 67, and the 2 were drops by the receivers.
Right.
Dude went 65 or 67. Like, that's insane to me.
That's orchestrating, bro. That's surgical out there, Mike. Surgical.
Listen, they're only going Shador. Yeah, they'll get Shador, Scott, if the Browns don't do it. Like, I don't know what the Browns' moves are. Again, people say Shador, people say Abdul Carter, people say trade back. I've read a lot of different things. I think Abdul Carter looks like it's probably going to be the pick.
Yeah.
And then, again, they go for Jackson Dart later. But, yeah, Shador's probably going to New York if he's there. No matter what, he's going to New York.
Yeah, I can see that happening. Carter's definitely going off the board. Shador to the Giants. And then you were saying something about trading back and then trying to still get Dart. That's what you were saying, Mike?
No, if the Browns trade back, it's only going to be in the top. It'll be like the 7th pick, 6th pick.
Right. So he ain't going back that far. Right. Pro days are rough.
I mean, they would probably, I don't know what they would do. It'd be more about gaining the picks. And if the Giants feel like someone else is going to try to trade up, they're going to give us whatever to get their quarterback. So we literally drop a spot, gain a first the next year, and their second this year.
Yeah.
I'm cool with that. Because then we got the 33rd and 34th pick. Ew.
Yeah, that's a good move. That's a good move. I'm looking at
look at Bill Carter, and we move up to get Jackson. I'm happy with that.
Hell
the
yeah.
Giants and Raiders are good trade partners. Yeah, I could see that. The Browns, Raiders.
Mike, who you think got a better chance of getting traded? Micah Parsons or Brandon Ayuk on draft day?
Oh, Ayuk's got to be traded before the 1st. So today. It's today or tomorrow, April 1st or 2nd, because
tomorrow.
It's today's April 1st, but it's one of these 2 days. Oh no, today's the 31st. So tomorrow, April 1st,
right?
A bonus comes in, and they got to pay him a $22 million bonus. The Niners do. So if they end up having to do that, and he's not traded before then they're not going to worry about trading him at all. So everything depends on that. With that question, depends on whether or not the trade would have to happen today or tomorrow before that deadline happens. And I don't know if Micah gets traded. Did you freeze 100% up?
Yeah.
Huh. You all right? You were there.
It
was
probably.
Good
but I heard you.
Oh. But no, the Ayuk saga is going to be done real soon here. Like I said, it has to be done by tomorrow at a certain time. And Browns set a 4th and they give him a starter. I'm down to have Ayuk. I wouldn't be a problem for me to have Ayuk. The Cowgirls are all in. Yeah, them boys. What is their deal? They are stupid as hell out there. They need to do something. They need to make a splash in the draft or something. They think they got Miles Sanders, and that's going to cure their running back deal. That makes no damn sense. None at all. Like, what do they think's going to work out with Miles Sanders? I mean, played for the Eagles, didn't even do nothing great in the Super Bowl. I don't know. And then the Panthers, and he got benched. Chuba Hubbard was in there. Listen, you know what? And it's funny is that there's only Browns fans saying that, because Browns as a whole, again, like I was just saying, Haslam and Andrew Berry were both at the pro day for Abdul Carter. And Stefanski in that same day was at Jackson Dart. So to me, it's not a bad. I don't know why they wouldn't want to have Abdul Carter. I wouldn't understand that. Javonte Williams. Listen, man, I thought that dude was trash on the Broncos. I'm glad he's off there, because I really think it. And this is what I said last year. Bo Nix, what do you really have on that squad? You had Cortland Sutton. Marvin Mims has a flash. You had no run game, really. I mean, Estime was all right, but you had no offensive line. They need to make a phone call. Broncos need to make a phone call and bring in a running back. I mean, call up the Saints and get Alvin Kamara. Peyton knows how to deal with that. Oh, man. Well, Scully's got technical difficulties, so I'll be riding the last 30 out. But, yes, 2 great defense ends are better than 1. Especially a young defensive end coming in. Myles Garrett can lead him, be a mentor to him, bring him along, and he could end up being better than Myles in the end. It's just, why not do that? Again, I tell the Giants, dude, we got these teams calling for that pick. What do you want to do? We'll switch spots. Give us a first next year. Give us pick 34, and we'll do like a pick swap in the 5th round or some dumb shit. I'm doing that. That's what I want to do. That way, Giants can get their quarterback, their young quarterback. We'll still get Abdul Carter. Then we can make the move for Jackson Dart and whatever else we want to do. I think that makes sense. But again, we're talking about the Browns here. They don't make a whole lot of damn sense. They don't believe in common sense. It's a damn disease up there. It's a problem up there in Cleveland. I mean, again, you see it. Born and raised Cleveland, but man, when it comes to sports teams, they're stupid. Like you see the Indians for how long, man? As soon as the pitcher wins a Cy Young, they trade him. They don't want to pay nobody. Their salary cap's like 30. That's it. 30 million. I mean, you got teams spending $250 million a year, and you're paying 30, 40 million. Like that's insane. Then the Cavs for the longest was crazy. Now they've started to get it together. Now it's starting to go. You know, the past so many years have been great. They're starting to, all right, now we know how to do this. We can have a down year, but now we know how to bounce back. And you got the Browns, where it's year in and year out. Then, all of a sudden we'll have a couple good years, and then it's like we forgot what we did for those couple great years, and now we sink the ship again. And it's just, what? You have the same team, and how the fuck do you suck that bad? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I don't understand the whole issue, but I truly hope and believe that they can make that move to where you can get Abdul Carter, even gather some picks by coaxing the Giants and the fact that maybe the Raiders or the Jets want to move up and everything, and get them to do that switch with you. Grab yourself the first 2 picks in the 2nd round. Then you could really make some things happen. You know, use one of them, maybe a player, jump back up in the 1st, grab Jackson if you got to, and then I'm grabbing Travion Henderson. I mean, you re-sign Chubb, put Travion Henderson back there, let him start being that guy that's going to come out, because, you know, Chubb's only got a couple more years. Probably 2 years at what he's got, and then put Travion and let him start picking up the pace. You've got a secondary that's great, Denzel, Emerson, and Newsome. I'm trading Newsome. We can gather some value there or do something with him. I'm trading him. Maybe keep Ward, keep Emerson. The Browns can do so much. They have a lot going on right now. They have a lot going on. They just need to be smart about what they do. And that's an issue. It's been the issue for the last how many damn years? Just straight dumb shit after dumb shit. I mean, quarterback picks that were outrageous. I mean, picks in the top 10 that were just outrageous. You're just like blown away by this shit. I don't know. My cousin's got a hate relationship with Andrew Berry. I absolutely despise the dude, thinks he's trash. I truly hope that Andrew Berry proves him wrong this year, does some of the things I say or that I believe is possible that could help this team become a better squad. And then I can start throwing it in his face. He says Andrew Berry's never drafted nobody. Well, Martin Emerson, he drafted. I mean, he made some good trades. He does great things with money. I mean, the Watson deal, that was crazy. I don't think that's really on him too much. I think that was more of a Haslam thing. But we're getting past that now. You know, the big thing is the Browns were going to trade for Dak Prescott. Oh, man, that would have been insane. Swapping first picks. Dak and Denzel Ward was going and stuff. And Deshaun Watson was going. That would have been insane. Again, I harp on Dak a lot because he's a regular season quarterback. When he gets to the playoffs, he's gone. What up, Bobby G? He's just gone. Disappearing. Disappearing act is what Dak does. But again, the Browns, the possibility of that happening and all that crazy shit Bruce Drennan was bringing up, I couldn't believe that was even real. I was laughing because there's a no trade clause in Dak's contract. Plus, people were talking about the money, but the money would work because, again, you get rid of one shitty contract to bring in another. And if they threw Ward in that, that was the basis of the deal, then that's a lot more money going out. So it fits. I don't want that. Again, I want them to do what I already explained with the Giants. Make that switch 2 and 3. Sell the Giants on the fact that somebody else is jumping up to get what they want. Take Abdul Carter. Get Jackson Dart. Somehow get Travion Henderson or Amari Hampton. But I like Travion or Junkins, really. I like the Ohio State running backs. Everyone's going to say bias, but no, they're two monster backs. I would like to put them back there, let Chubby back there with one of them. And then that'd be that. But how we feeling about y'all's teams? What are we doing? When you're a fan of a team and people talk about trading Dak, ask yourself, what quarterback can you get that's better than Dak or whomever? Again, I'm not going to be against that. Dak puts up numbers in the regular season, puts up numbers. He wins games. It's just they can't get it done in the playoffs. And I don't know if that's more on him. He just doesn't have a whole lot. I mean, plus injuries. I don't think the Cowboys should trade. I think they should have traded him before they signed that big contract. They should have tried to do something and grab one of these top picks. That's what they should have did. Maybe not to the Browns, but you traded him to the Titans or the Raiders is who I said before. You trade him to the Raiders, get that top pick. The Raiders got a quarterback. If he only beats bad teams, tell me how the guy's gone 13-3 and 14-2. How many damn years? You're telling me he only faced 2 good teams and he lost to them? Trade Micah Parsons to the Browns for the second pick? I don't know. I like Micah, but then I feel like he can't stop the run. Looks like he gets ran straight over. I'm not a huge fan of him in the run game because it looks like he gets plowed. They just step all over him when it's a run game, but he's fast. He's good. I got no problem, Mike. I don't know if I give him the second pick for him. Like maybe if we made that trade with the Giants and we gave him one of those high second round picks and a player, I'd do that. But I don't know if I give him that second pick for Micah. Because isn't he about to get paid or he already got paid? I don't know if he already got paid or he's going to get paid, but only way I'll do that is if they take Watson. If you take Watson and his money, maybe I do that because that gets rid of all that money, frees up a lot of money for us, and we can make other moves. Yeah, and that's another problem because that's all he is to me. Again, he doesn't stop the run. I've watched running backs just truck him. He doesn't stop the run. I need him to be more of a Miles. Go get the quarterback. I don't need him just standing out there. But I mean, he's crazy good. But I don't know if I'd just do the second pick for him straight up like that. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know. That'd be a crazy conversation to have. But I mean, that's what we're here for, having crazy conversations. Like I said, the Dak thing I wouldn't be opposed to depending on how the trade worked out, just because, again, I know Dak can get the job done. He's got the job done before. They win games over there until they have nobody besides CeeDee Lamb. Then they don't win games. I think the Raiders are right there to do something. I can't believe they wouldn't try to trade up. They better be making phone calls to the Browns and the Giants. Especially if Shador Sanders is still on the board, they better do that because I think they can get a young talent, put him behind Geno, let him watch Geno and learn. Pete Carroll help him out. I think that'd be a hell of a move for the Raiders if they can do that. I truly like that move. I really do. Because I think the Raiders are last year, I think they were really only a quarterback away from winning more games. I mean, there was a couple games they only lost by 3 points or less. They could have been way better. I mean, that whole division, the AFC West, is crazy right now. And again, I'm going to keep saying this all the time. I think my hot take really is, and I'm going to say this throughout the summer, say it all the way up to the football, unless some crazy shit pops off. I think the Chiefs come in third in that division. Maybe second, but I don't know if they make the playoffs.
All right, Mike, last time.
Oh, all right. Well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Hey, three strikes you out. It's baseball season.
Hold on, Jesus. You saying I would love the number 6 pick and 2/3 for number? No, not 2/3. No, well, I'm taking the 6th pick, your next year's first, and probably a second rounder. We're not going to do 2/3.
What y'all trying to make some trades?
Look, no matter what, I'm getting a first round pick next year. For that number 2 spot, you switching me first round picks this year, and you're giving me one next year, no matter what. Like that's no matter what. So if you throw that into that with the 2/3, maybe.
They trying to take your pick and swap you out, Mike, them Browns?
Well, we were just talking about different things like trade Mike into the Browns for the 2nd pick, stuff like that. I'm like, I don't know if I'd do that straight up like that just because, again, Mike is great, but in the run defense, he sucks. He gets trucked all the time.
I always see him on his back on a run play. He's always getting ran over.
Yeah, but I mean, he can get after the quarterback.
For sure. Yeah.
Well, it's not too much, Jesus, because that's what the asking price is going to be. You want that number 2, it's going to be this year's number 1 and next year's number 1 plus probably a second round pick. That's just how it's going to go. It's not going to be. What do you think? We're going to give it away for nothing?
Nothing?
2/3? Nah, we don't want no damn 2/3.
Nah, hell no. Not for that. Nah. You want to kind of swap it out or get an extra one, right, Mike?
Yeah, and again, the Raiders, I don't think are going to be that bad. They just needed a quarterback last year, and they would have won more games. I think they'll be middle of the pack, really. They're not going to be top 10. I don't think they finish in the bottom 10.
Raiders got a good team. I think they're going to be a lot better next year.
The USA Today has the Giants trading the 3rd pick to the Saints, and the Saints draft Shador Sanders at 2. The Browns take Abdul Carter. I could see that because I saw that too with the Saints moving up. I read that the other day. Again, that would be crazy.
That would be crazy. That would be fucking crazy. I ain't read that. That would be a sick move right there.
I mean, the Saints would be giving up what they need to, and the Giants would drop down.
Yeah, that could work. That could be a move. I could see some action happen in this draft. I could see some movement.
Oh, I think the first round is going to be a lot of movement. I think there's going to be teams trading up throughout the draft, even to get back into the first round, because it's full of defensive players, but then you got those top offensive players that are going to be scattered through the first round, and you might want to grab one.
Right, and it's not that many quarterbacks, and you only got a handful of good running backs. So it's like everybody's going to be scrambling for these linemen and defensive players.
Hey, listen, the Raiders have 2 tight ends that could be amazing. Brock Bowers is a dog. Mike Mayer is a dog. Yeah. And they got Jacoby Myers out there catching balls, and the other dude, I can't think of his name right now. But yeah, they don't have number 1s at wide receiver. They got number 2s. They don't got number 1. But again, that could be adjusted. I think that's a move they could pick up. If I'm Pete Carroll, I mean, Tyler Lockett. I'm bringing Tyler Lockett in. He's older, but again, a great 2.
I mean, look at they could be like the Packers, Mike. Look at the Packers. Packers don't really have a number 1. They got a lot of number 2s, so they got a lot of weapons. If you got 3 or 4 number 2s, that's good, right?
Jacoby Myers is a number 2, Jesus. Jacoby Myers is good.
Jacoby's a beast, bro. He's a
good
beast.
Player. He's
if he was any bigger, if Jacoby Myers was bigger, if he was 6'2", 6'1", 6'3", he'd be a number 1. I think the only different reason why he's not a 1 is because of his size. He can't out jump people, but he got hands. He's a great route runner. Jacoby's a beast.
I'm not putting him at a 3. I think he's a 2. He looked real good this past year. I think he's a 2. And look, Scott says they got the Giants trading with the Eagles at 32 to select Jackson Dart. So if the Browns wanted, they're going to move back up. And I always thought they would have to move back in the first round to get Jackson. Yeah. I always felt that.
Yeah, they got to. They definitely got to move up. Yeah, Jackson's not going, especially after his combine, he's not going to be there. I see him going. I see Dart going maybe early teens, like right outside the top 10, 15, under 20, man. I don't think he's going to make it past 20. No way. Not after what we seen Bro Nix did last year. Nobody's letting Jackson Dart sit that long and possibly be another Bro Nix and let him slide to a team that, so I see him going, Mike, in the early teens after maybe like 12 to 15.
Look, what it says, national media got to stop shitting on Cam and Shedeur. They may not have been 1 or 2 last year, but both have higher draft grades than the current Super Bowl MVP had coming out. I'm not shitting on Cam or Shedeur. I'm not at all doing that. I got no problem. If we draft Shedeur, we draft Shedeur. No problem whatsoever with Shedeur. Cam going first to the Titans, he goes there. That's pretty much a lock. I have no problem if we take Shedeur. I like Jackson Dart more than them two, but if Shedeur is the guy, Shedeur is the guy. I watched him play with no offensive line, no running backs, one real good weapon, and still 70%. Oh, I know you said that, but I'm just saying, I love Shedeur. And the national media, that's what they do. Look at what the national media is doing right now. They're so hyped on this fucking LeBron James, Stephen A. Smith shit. Stupid. I'm sick and tired of hearing about that. I'm sick and tired of hearing about LeBron, or Bronny. Hey, man. Why don't y'all start talking about some shit that's real? Right. Hey, I appreciate you, Bobby G.
Nah, Bobby G, mad love. Mike, yeah, we put our Stephen W. up and left it alone. We ain't talking about it no more. We said what we said. We know what it is. Everybody riding. They got the Red Man, Method Man shit out that's funny. And then, okay, be done, man. It's over with.
Yeah, the how high shit, that shit was hilarious.
That shit funny as hell. No, Bobby G, I ain't suspect when I'm around. It's suspense. It's suspense when I'm around, not suspect. It gets suspense in this motherfucker.
Like I said, I wish the national media would stop doing a lot of their shit. They keep trying to push their shit. That's why I don't like watching ESPN no more, because it's all the same shit over and over again. You heard Michael Wilbon say the other day, he said, I won't do what they do and push their agendas. I'm good on all that shit because it's stupid. They push the same shit over and over.
The only two dudes that I could stand up for, is Wilborn and Pardon the Interruption, man. Them dudes paved their way. They keep it real. They don't throw nobody under the bus. They don't make shit personal. But anybody else on ESPN, it's a wrap, bro. I can't tell you last time I even watched ESPN. Not the show. Hell no.
I don't watch any of that shit. Yeah, I can't do it.
I don't watch that shit. No, I can't do it.
It's rough.
Not when you got the man cave. Yeah, there's other shit to watch, right, Mike? Way other shit.
The man cave. You got Bobby G and Wild Card, Scott, Bodkins. I watch them dudes. Listen to them dudes.
Okay.
Screwing ESPN. We watch the Huddle Sports Network, the Northeast Streaming Sports Network. That's what we watch. We don't watch that ESPN shit no more.
Nah, that shit been dead for 5 to 8 years, bro. It's been dead for a minute.
It's just it, man. Hey, look. Seriously, this draft is going to get wild, though. Wild as hell. I think there's some moves made in the top 10, multiple moves made in the top 10. And then I truly believe, like I said, you're going to see a lot of teams jump in at the bottom of that first, with other teams that don't need a whole lot or know they can get what they need in the second, trading out, getting extra picks, gathering up. Like you said, Philly's probably going to be one of them. The Chiefs could be one of them.
Yeah.
I could see the Bills even be one of those teams that kind of
gather your picks.
Move around. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Gather your picks up. Get your picks together for the next 2 years. The next 2 years, especially next year's draft. You got to get ready for next year's draft. You better gather them picks up. Right, Mike? Get them picks together.
That's right. Get them picks. That's right. Got to get them picks. I mean,
like
again,
Deion Sanders. Got to get them picks.
You know what's funny, Bobby? And the whole national media thing, they're glazing all over Arch Manning, but yet they're saying Shador's just riding the spotlight because of his dad. But what are y'all doing with Arch Manning? He hasn't even done anything yet, but you all over him because of his name.
Yeah, he ain't done shit.
Done it everywhere he's gone. Jackson State, Colorado, he has been a dude that has played lights out against 70% completion. 4,000.
Well, you know, with that name, Mike, they're gonna glaze him up because they hoping that if they glaze him up, he can come to the league and be somewhat of Eli Manning. He definitely may not be Peyton, but they want him to be Eli, so they glazing him up, getting him ready.
That's stupid. Again, you're gonna put down Shador and say, well, his name is the only reason why he got anywhere, but yet again, Arch has done absolutely nothing yet, and you're giving him everything. And Shador has done it all already. I don't know. I don't understand that whole concept. I mean, because seeing is believing to me. I've seen Shador Sanders do the shit. I haven't seen Arch Manning do anything. So I don't know.
Right. It's politics. We know what that is. It's the flavor for your neighbor. It's politics. You know, they'd rather, if they had a choice, they would rather see Archie or the young Manning kid blow up over Deion's kid. Come on, Deion went through the same shit. So we already know what Shador is going to have to deal with. Same shit.
Listen. And that is stupid as hell. I can't. I just can't fathom it being this way. Like, how do you sit there and say, well, this guy's going to be great? I mean, if you saw what he did, you saw Arch play against shit teams and he did great. And then you saw, he came in for that couple plays against Ohio State and he fumbled the ball. That was a fumble. I don't care. Right. Fumbled the ball.
Right. That was.
I mean, come on now. Let's just stop with that.
He got nervous.
Right, Bobby. The difference between being liked versus not liked. But why are you not liking Shador, though? The dude has done it all. The dude looks good. He's a fucking humble ass kid when it comes to shit. And then just because he's confident in himself saying, hey, I'm good, I know what I need to do or what I need to work on, that's not a problem. He's also humble in the fact of, hey, man, this is who I am.
Yeah.
I know what I can do. I believe in me. I don't care if you believe in me. I believe in me. And if you don't believe in me, that's on you. That ain't on me.
That's on you. Right. And it's Deion's son. You would give him more. I think you give him more props for being humble like that because he don't got to be humble. He don't got to play football. He don't got to get respect. He's already Deion's son. He could just walk in there and have that prima donna attitude, but he don't. So, you know.
Look, Scott, exactly. Let's see Arch do it for a full year or two before we annoy him the next guy. What, David Ortiz test positive for steroids? Bonds didn't. Who's in the Hall of Fame? The guy they like. And that's insane to me too. How do you go against – look, Barry Bonds, his shit before the steroid shit was good. The Pirates and early Giants era.
It's like A-Rod. Just like there's a difference. You see A-Rod and David Ortiz on TV. You don't see Bonds on TV. Bonds didn't like people. So now that's the difference. Exactly what Bobby just saying.
That's stupid as hell, man. Because like I said, Barry Bonds as a Pirate and his early years as a Giant was fucking Hall of Fame quality right there.
Beast. Mammoth, right? Mammoth. Before his head got big. Before his head swelled. Yeah.
Exactly, Scott. One thing to do it against Texas State early September, and then another thing to do it against Georgia in the title game. Two completely different things. And again, we've seen Shador do it on both ends and produce big numbers. It's a matter of him not having the team around him to do it all. But I mean, he did what he could with what he had, and he still put up the numbers.
We're gonna see in the next. Well, obviously, what's Manning's coming out next year. We're gonna see those two quarterbacks, Shador and Manning, the next 15 years. That might be the two. You know, we got great young quarterbacks out right now, but them two right there, that might be the future for the next 20 years. We'll see. We'll see who has the better career.
Jesus, you're absolutely right. Pete Rose should be in the Hall of Fame. I don't give a shit. Don't put him in as a manager, as a player.
Hell
as
yeah.
a
Come
baseball
on, man.
player, he did nothing wrong but hit the ball over 3,000 times and played lights out. He should be in the Hall of Fame as a player. As a manager, yes, fine. You don't want him in there because of betting? Great. He's not in there. But as a player, he is a straight dog.
Pete Rose could go down as one of the greatest players ever. He's in that conversation, bro. Check the numbers. Like, you got to put him in for sure.
Yeah, he passed away without getting in. And that, you know what? I don't know. They better put him in, even though he passed. And that's crazy. Barry Bonds better get in there. Roger Clemens better get in there. These guys did this shit, but they had careers that were before that era that were great. That were Hall of Fame careers. Just like LeBron. If you were to say something crazy about LeBron right now, cool. What about the other 3 Hall of Fame careers he's had? His first stint in Cleveland, his stint in Miami, his second stint in Cleveland. He has 4 different.
3. Yeah, 4. Yeah. You could pick. You could pick any era, different team. Yeah. Yeah, he can go to the Hall of Fame in different jerseys.
He had those. It's insane, man.
Yeah,
like I said, if he did something bad now, cool. But he already did what he did without the problems. Like I said, these players have done what they've done before the steroids, before all that.
Fact. Yeah, that's a fact on a Monday. Cheap seats.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Shit is crazy to me. But damn. Shouldn't have signed that paper.
Yeah, Bobby G said he fell for the okie doke. He should have signed that paper. Okie doke, man. They let Rose die and then get in the Hall of Fame, though. That's dirty, Mike.
He should have still been in the Hall of Fame.
That's dirty.
As a player.
Right there.
As a player.
Yeah.
Nothing to do with managing. As a player, though.
With his stats? Yeah, that's crazy, bro. But hopefully they'll get him in there. But Bonds, man, can we get Bonds in the Hall of Fame before anything happens? God forbid, you know?
Yeah, get Barry in there. Like I said, there's some players that deserve to be in there regardless of what's happening. Cut off what they did steroid-wise and see what they did without it. You still got to put them in there if they got careers that are better than half the Hall of Famers that are in there. Hey, great to be back on the cheap seats. Hopefully the internet shit's dealt with and working for Thursday for Off the Rails. And next Monday, tomorrow, we got Sports Madness. Me and Jay will be going crazy, talking all sorts of shit. Make sure you join us then. And
cheap seats.
We'll see you before the tournament ends. So we'll need what's up. Hey, I agree with you, Scott. Roger Clemens. Cool.
Yeah.